Welcome back. Will Worsham joins us now for a new segment called Speaking Weagle.
I love it.
You knew it was coming.
I knew it was coming.
Hey,
Can't figure out where this should go. It's like Wiggles woggle,
Yeah,
but they don't fall.
But they don't fall down.
Yeah.
That's it. And speaking of and don't fall down and everything, you're pretty proud of a bunch of students.
I really am. I wish I'd
Say
given you some
something.
pictures.
Yeah,
No, we had a Taekwondo tournament in Lebanon
Uh-huh.
this past weekend, and we took a bunch of new students up there. It's their first tournament, and we were really proud of them because they took firsts and seconds and
Hey, you were
thirds.
showing me medals galore.
Yeah, and their very first time of ever competing. And so if you want to see that, you can get on our Facebook page, ATA Springfield.
And if you think it's just for older kids and adults, you had some
Yeah, we had some
tigers, or
we call them ATA Tigers. They're 4, 5, and 6-year-olds, and they were out there doing their thing. And then
Pretty
we've
cool.
had some people in their 40s and 50s competing for the very first time and winning. So
it's not too early.
it's not too early, and it's not
too late.
Not too late.
There you
That's
go.
right.
All right. Ready for the question?
I am.
Here we go. I was pulled over and accused of driving under the influence. I had not been drinking, but recently had been given a new prescription. Can I be prosecuted for driving under the influence of my own prescription medicine? This, I don't even think you need to go to a lawyer for that answer.
Well, I thought you might want to make a guess at this one, Tom.
I'm saying if you're under the influence, you're an unsafe
Yeah,
driver.
You can. You sure can get prosecuted for driving under the influence of your own medication, even if you're taking it appropriately the way it's been prescribed. And we've all seen the bottles.
Yes.
Then they have the label, the warning label on them. May cause drowsiness. Don't
Right.
operate heavy machinery.
A car's heavy machinery.
A car counts as heavy machinery.
It doesn't have to be a tractor.
This really is kind of a sad kind of deal, though, because it's sometimes I think that people don't think about it. They didn't expect maybe the medication to affect them that way, but it does. And so we do see this, and we do deal with it often. People do get pulled over if they're driving erratically, and they find out, some medication they've been prescribed is causing the impairment, and that is illegal.
Right.
It doesn't have to be alcohol to be a driving under the influence. Technically, yes. In Missouri, they're all called driving while intoxicated. Intoxicated, think about it. It's intoxication, a toxin like a poison, so it doesn't pertain strictly to alcohol. So
Right.
anything that's impairment is a DWI, regardless of the substance.
All right, then remind folks, read the labels, take them seriously. Drowsiness, do not operate heavy machinery. What happens if you're pulled over? I mean, obviously, are you going to be through the gaze nystagmus and all that kind of thing, or how does it work?
Yeah, it's really going to depend on what the substance is that is impairing the driver.
Yeah.
And there is what's called a drug recognition expert program that certain police officers will attend additional training, and they learn to detect the signs of 6 different classifications of impairing substances. Central nervous system stimulants, central nervous system depressants, cannabis, narcotics, opioids, all different types of hallucinogens that can impair someone's ability to drive. And so, if you take a breath test, it's detecting alcohol. It's going to show 0.
Right.
So we're usually going to be looking at a blood draw situation here, and then we're going to look and see what substances were found in the blood. The interesting thing from a legal perspective in Missouri, or really in any state, but particularly in Missouri, is we know that if you have a blood alcohol content of greater than 0.08%,
right,
you are presumed to be intoxicated. So we've established a certain level of alcohol in your system that we presume is impairment.
That's alcohol.
That's alcohol. No such standards have been established legally for any other substance, whether that be any other substance.
So is it a judgment call
It's
at that
totally a
point?
judgment call. And so you have to go back and and one more point on that. Not only have we not established what the standards are for any of those other substances, the tests we get back from the lab only tell us that there is a presence of that substance over a particular threshold. It doesn't tell us a percent like it does with alcohol. So it is a complete judgment call, and where you have to go back to when you think about, well, how do you prosecute somebody for that is, you don't have to show blood alcohol content to prove intoxication. An officer's, a trained officer's opinion that they have trained to detect the signs of someone who is under the influence of alcohol or another substance, and in their opinion, that person was impaired, is evidence which, if believed, could support a conviction.
So it says, you said about prosecuting this kind of thing. I would say defending it, call an attorney.
Absolutely call an attorney. In particular cases like this, because because the standards have not been established, there's a lot more room for us to work. And sometimes it's just a matter of going to the prosecutor with the right information and
Right.
just saying, listen, this is not somebody that got drunk and drove. This is somebody that made an honest mistake. And sometimes the right word to the right person can really make a difference.
People want more information, want to be able to talk with you. How do they do it?
Yeah, our phone number at the office is 417-863-9455, or we're online at www.willworshamlaw.com, or email me here at the station, wworsham@color10.com.
Well, thanks.
Thank you, Tom.
Great speaking Weagle today. All right, up next, you're stressed. These people aren't anymore. Jamie from Stressed Out Humans is in our studio. Don't go away.